So we're interviewing Yumi Kim today, who's a fashion designer in New York, and I just had to be wearing my Yumi Kim dress. Okay, tell us about Yumi Kim. What's the mission?
I started Yumi Kim in 2005, and when I started, I was just playing with the idea of starting a line, and eventually I kind of found myself along the way, and I realized my fascination for colors and prints.
So one day you just woke up so you're 30 now, 25, you just woke up and said, I'm going to start a fashion line, and it happened?
I moved to New York 2002, and I moved to New York with this dream. I wanted to go into fashion. What I'm going to do, I just know that I want to work in fashion. So if an opportunity presents itself, run with it.
When was your first taste of success?
My first taste of success, I would say, was when Lucky featured me in their magazine. And they had the section in the magazine for a while. It's called When to Watch, and they would feature new designers that are coming out, and for the magazines, like, watch out for these designers. They're going to be somebody one day. People want to know you. When they're buying a shirt, they're buying a dress, they want to know, like, who's this designer? What is she all about? That's when I started my blog. I was like, I want to be an inspiration to other people. People get a glimpse in the life of a designer. Like, this is me. I'm a regular person. And then this past year, I launched YumiKimShop.com. I remember the first day, we had like 50 to 100 orders. All my prints, we go through so many rounds before it goes into production. So, like, I have to, like, love it. And that's why I think that we've been doing so well, is because when people wear a Yumi Kim top, they always go, oh my god, I get so many compliments because I get noticed.
What are you passionate about?
I love traveling.
Okay, really nice.
Yeah, and I love traveling. Mainly because, and I live in New York, and you see when you walk out every single day what the city's all about, and all, the energy and the light, and just the opportunities, and then you travel to Vietnam, and these people wake up 6 a.m. in the morning, push their little cart, and they're selling me fresh fruits, and they sell me with a smile, and they're happy. I'm just like, wow, they're happy, and they don't have much. And here I am in an amazing city with all these opportunities, and I'm not taking advantage of it. Shame on me. Shame on me. And I see these kids at 3 years old hustling little books to me and saying, like, can you buy, can you buy? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, at 3 years old, I was lucky to be in America, getting prepared to go to preschool. And I think that's my motivation each and every day, to go, like, you know what, I am so lucky to be here, and there's millions of people who would switch places with me in a heartbeat.
What makes you nervous, Kim? And it can be outside of business.
What makes me nervous?
Love.
Well, I think for me, it's nervous is, I think, when I am in a room with other powerful people, especially in New York. Everyone's always judging. Like, the bigger you get, the more people judge you. And I just feel like, you know what, I am who I am. Love me or leave me. And that's always been like me. Like, I'm not trying to pretend to be anyone else, because the moment you have to always try to be and try to impress other people, that's when you're not really yourself. And I wake up every day going, like, I love my life, and that to me is success.
Can you name a few celebrities that we might have seen where you're clothing?
Paris Hilton's worn a lot of my stuff. Kim Kardashian. I had Rihanna. We had Britney Spears.
Those are really big names.
and the funny thing, people always like, how did you get your stuff on them? Like, actually, like, I never send things out. And with the celebrities that bought my stuff, it's because they shopped in LA, walked into a store that carries a brand, and they happen to love the dress.
What would you say was your toughest experience in building Yumi Kim?
People don't understand that when you go play with big guys, you deal with big contracts and a lot of rules, such as they tell you what they want. You have to read everything, every fine line, every little detail. All these things.
So just read the contract.
Yeah,
and you can work around it. Just be smart about it. Right?
You have to be smart about it, and depending on how bad they want your brand.
Can I ask you, when you are down, how do you find inspiration, or how do you pull yourself out of that?
I look at my family, because my mom lived the last 50, 60 years of her life just for us. And, that's a big sacrifice. And that, to me, is, like, a big blessing. Because, like, I saw my mom sacrifice her life for her kids. And for me, like my time, now that I'm at a level where I'm self-sufficient, I'm successful in my own ways, like I want to give back and I want to give my mom the life that she deserves and to say thank you. Like she has been the biggest role model, because even when she's down and have family problems or even relationship problems, my mom never showed her weakness. And that to me is strength. And if I could even be just anything close to her, that to me, like I feel like, wow, like I've accomplished.
Right. Okay, so my last question to you now is, if you had to give just one piece of advice to future entrepreneurs and maybe fashion designers, what would that one piece of advice be?
I would say my one advice to anybody who wants to start anything or just anything in life is don't give up. Fight the fight. Fight the fight, because no matter how much money you make, if you wake up saying like, I dread going into work, I don't love what I do, it doesn't matter. It's like, you know what? You have your good days, you have your bad days. Life happens, you move on, and we will be okay. You know, if you really believe that you're going to be fine and you project a certain energy, it's going to come back to you.
Thanks, Yumi. You say that. Do you remember that? Wait, can you look at her? How is she?
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you want to disclose your age?
30.
Okay, hometown.
If my husband going to see this, he better see that I'm 30.
Yeah.
I'm motivated.
Results.
Girl, you're part of the interview.
I'm sorry.
I got to go back.